just like decided to just blare. I'm like,
it's hot out here.
Yeah, it's got. What's your favorite soccer trick?
Oh, I don't have any. I'm not flashy.
You're not flashy?
No, I'm more of a do the simple things.
Yeah,
kind of
just
girl.
run it down.
Exactly.
Yeah. Maggie, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good. How was training?
It was great.
Yeah.
Nice training today.
Nice and hot already?
Yeah, it's already in the 80s.
Yeah.
Feeling the heat.
Can you tell, like, this is going to be a hot summer?
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it got warm beginning of March, so it's going to be a hot one for sure.
What's it been like for you? Again, I mean, you came from Duke, so you're in North Carolina. You know, lots of trees, you know, weather up and down. How's that been for you?
Yeah, I mean, I like the heat. I'm big on being outside when it's warm, so I wasn't too scared of it, but it definitely hit me hard last year with my first year being here. But I think this year I'm a little bit more prepared for it. I grew up in the South, so I'm used to the heat, but Houston's a different breed, but it's nice.
Are you a outdoor kind of person? I mean, obviously playing soccer is one thing, but do you enjoy the woods and the camping and all that?
I'm not a big camper, I wouldn't say. I like going on hikes and I like taking my dog for walks and stuff, but I would never want to stay like overnight outside. I'm not that kind of outdoorsy type of girl.
So you're more like, I'll go camp in the hotel and,
exactly.
I'll come out for the fire and come back in.
Yes, exactly.
No, that's cool. Yeah, a lot of people, especially in Houston, the weather is not very forgiving.
Mm-hmm. It's not.
Not for camping.
Yeah, too many bugs.
How's it like playing at Shell Energy with, obviously taking advantage of being used to the heat, but even then, I'm sure you guys are just like suffering through it as well.
Yeah, I would say the heat is definitely an advantage as it goes on throughout the season because we get used to it. We're always out here and we're always sweating, and I think that helps us. And I also just think it's cool for other teams to come and kind of experience different environments, and it's cool for us to go elsewhere and experience different things. But playing at Shell, I think the best thing is the fans and the people around us and just hearing the support. Like our last home game, we had an entire band there, and they were awesome. So I think the best thing about Shell is just the fans.
I'm sweating now, and you just got to practice. So talking about this last game, over 10,000 fans, almost 11,000 fans. That was the record for the club at an opening game, plus on a regular season game. How was that?
It was amazing. I mean, coming out and playing the game, and we would score our goals, and it was just like extremely loud. Everyone's screaming. We're so excited. I think it's just so amazing to feel supported by the area and the people, and I think we just hope that moving forward we're still going to have that amount of support from fans.
Do you guys actually, I mean, once you're in the game, do you actually feel it? You feel the support, or you feel when you're playing somewhere else, do you feel the fans against you? Do you guys feel that?
Yeah, I definitely feel the energy. I think for us, like this home game, I could hear the support and the cheering and the sounds, and I think that's true elsewhere. Like when other teams have huge fans and huge fan bases, it's loud when they're doing well, and then when we have moments, it gets to kind of have that like silence, but it feels good because we kind of just shut them down. But you definitely hear it, but I think it's the best when you can kind of tone it out when you need to, but then tone back in when you want to have that support or you want to realize how well you're doing.
What's that feeling having two games in a row to stop the season?
It's great. I mean, I think I'm just really excited that we're trending in the right direction and doing really well as a team, and I hope that we can just continue to push ourselves and perform well.
What are you seeing different this season that maybe you guys didn't perform as well on the previous season?
I think we just have a little bit more confidence. I think we all have a lot more clarity on what we want and what we want to do on the field, and that's helping us push ourselves and be confident in ourselves together and as a team. And I think with having two great opening games, that has us all feeling very positive, and I think that's going to help us moving forward.
Let's go back to, you said you were from the South. Where were you born?
I was actually born in Virginia, grew up in Kansas for a little bit, and then I was in Atlanta for the last 15 years.
Yeah. What was that? Growing up, was soccer always your thing, or were you playing other sports, softball, anything else?
I played other sports. My sister and I both played soccer, but we both also ran cross country and track, and we both also played basketball. In high school, I kind of had to choose between soccer and basketball, so of course soccer took the cake, but
Why?
I kind of just couldn't keep up with having club and another sport and other soccer stuff, so I just kind of was like, I want to do this, I want to play this in college, so I'm going to lean towards soccer, and it got me here. So,
well, what do you think? Because obviously, a lot of parents they see their kids playing in different clubs, and they want them to become professional soccer players. But then you also talk to some college players, and they're like, "Yeah, I don't really want to go professional. Like this is where I want to stop." What gives you that extra push?
I think I was kind of caught in a spot in college where I was like, maybe this is where my soccer career will be over. And then I had a really great fifth-year season in college, and it kind of propelled me into this position. But I think you kind of get to a point where you either feel comfortable being done or you feel like you want to keep pushing yourself and keep trying new things. And I think for me, that was something that I wanted to do. And soccer just felt like such a great outlet for me. And I knew I loved it so much that I didn't want to give it up. And that was kind of what pushed me to keep going.
What would you say was your key for development, like to develop into the soccer player that you are now, going through your teens and everything else? What was it?
I think kind of going through difficult times, whether it was taking time off for injury or when I was in college, maybe not getting playing time that I thought I was going to get. I think that's where you really develop your character as a player. And I think everyone can have great technical ability and everyone's blessed differently with physical ability. But I think your attitude and your mentality is where you can have your strongest part of your game. And I think that's what helped me grow the most.
And then going into college, were you still part of the draft, or were you?
My year was the first year without the draft. I was the first, yeah.
What was that for you? Was that something that you guys were excited about, or?
Definitely. I didn't know much about it, and I think it was hard when I was asking girls that I knew in the league how it worked because they also didn't really know. But it was definitely really cool to kind of have that autonomy and be able to make a decision based on what I thought was best for me, what I thought was best for my future. And I think moving forward, it's been great for the rookies we got this year, and it will probably be great moving forward. So I think it's really exciting.
You always play the same position ever since college?
No, I've jumped around a lot. I played kind of everywhere when I was a kid, and then in college, I kind of played everywhere in the midfield. And then when I first got here, I was playing in the back line and then in the midfield. So I think it's just kind of doing whatever is needed, you know.
Never a striker?
Never a striker, never a center forward. I've been in a high attacking mid before, but never a 9 or never a 7-11.
Oh. Is that just not something that wasn't just natural to you? Or?
Yeah, I'm more of a runner. I think I'm a box-to-box player, and I think it was better for me to be in the midfield to help out with that, or even in the back line.
I heard some players tell me that they grew up playing, like strikers, right? And then they get to a team, and the coach then says, "Oh, well, you're a good striker. Let's put you in the back line."
That does happen a lot. That's happened a lot in the league, but I think it just gives the people who are great strikers or have great technical ability, and then when they're building out of the back, they have that ability to be very calm on the ball, and I think that helps teams a lot. And then they just develop their defensive ability through trial and error, but they get there.
Are you a soccer player that watches soccer on TV, or are you a soccer player that just likes to play and then?
I'm mostly a just likes to play kind of girl. I've gotten more into watching soccer since I started playing pro. I love watching all the other games in the league, and I like watching the other leagues around the world and stuff like that. And then of course national team games. But when I was young, I never really was a soccer girl. So everyone was like, "Who's your favorite player?" I was like, "I don't know if I have one." But yeah,
that's always good. Who's your biggest fan?
My family. My dad loves soccer. He wanted me and my sister to play pro, and unfortunately my sister decided to go to medical school, which is amazing in and of itself.
Unfortunately,
exactly.
She says. Unfortunately, she went to medical school.
Itself. But he's so happy that I'm still playing, and of course my mom loves it too. My grandma, my sister's always supporting me as well.
You got to rank them. Dad number 1 or mom number 1?
Oh gosh, I should say my dad is number 1. He would be so upset if I didn't. But my mom is a close second, I will say.
Well, we got a tie for number 1. How about that? We got a tie for first place. Perfect. What's it like playing now? Because I know you play with some of your teammates you played against in college.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of my best friends on the team is Avery Patterson, who went to UNC, and it's so funny. We always joke about the invisible string. We played against each other so many times and never even noticed, and now we're the closest of friends. Same with Kiki and Notre Dame, and then having Kat here, who I got to play with at Duke, is just amazing. I think having people who kind of grew up in the same college environment with being in the ACC, we kind of are all very similar, and I think it's just great to have all those people here.
What's the most you're looking forward to this season?
I think just the rest of the year and seeing what's going to happen. I think we're starting strong, and I hope we keep it going, and I just would love to see us do great this year.
Did you buy World Cup tickets yet?
I haven't, but I really should.
If you get in the draw, if you get in the lottery,
that's
good
what
luck.
I'm saying. If I get in the lottery,
good luck on that.
Lucky, but yeah.
Awesome. Well, we wish you a great season. Is there anything that you want fans to know about Maggie that maybe you haven't had a chance to say?
Oh, I don't know. I think just knowing that I care so much about them and want them to enjoy the games they get to watch and the games they get to see, and just hoping that I'm a player that people feel like they love watching and they can identify with, and that's just something I would love for people to have.
What would you say makes this Dash team so special this year?
I think just our belief in one another. I think we have full faith that all we need is the people we have. And I think if everyone else can see that and know that we're such a strong group, I think we'll do great things.
Awesome. Maggie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, let's go get some lemonade or something, because I think we're both dying over here. We're both dying over here. Sun is blasting. Well, what's your social media so people can follow you?
Maggie_Graham.
Awesome. Maggie_Graham. That's real easy. Nice. And whiskey? Why whiskey?
Whiskey is my dog.
Why whiskey?
My parents had a red golden retriever when they were younger, and he unfortunately passed when he got neutered. So I always used to want one when I was little. So then I got my own.
Nice. Another whiskey. Whiskey 2.0.
Exactly.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Maggie.
Thank you.